All right. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halayim Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashim Achakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, which all this is truth. Honors and salutations are also Siakim, throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring in honesty, sincerity, charity, and sound doctrine. You know, the brothers out there that's risking their life and freedom for this truth, man. Sincerely, you know, to the Aquathim and to the children that believe on the true names of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer, right? Because he's coming back to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. My name is Maka Allah Bun Gad Bun Yasharala. I'm with the Watchman Philadelphia camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. All right. And I just wanted to do this quick lesson, you know, before I head to the plant on like a righteous way of thinking, man. You know, this is a mentality. This is our heritage, and you know, we're supposed to you know, separate yourselves from the world, man. So you gotta be a stand-up guys, basically. You know? We can't mingle and mix and be, well, I ain't gonna say mingle and mix, but we can't be like the world, man. All right, we're separated from the world. All right, we supposed to hold ourselves to higher standards, man. All right. So without further ado, I'm gonna hop right into it. This is the book of Tobit. I don't have it on my phone, so I'm gonna read it straight out the pot, you know. So this is the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 5, starting at verse 5. It says, "My son, be mindful of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua power all thy days." All right. So you're supposed to be mindful. You're supposed to like acknowledge him, man. Like the scriptures say, trusting Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua with all thy heart and all thy ways acknowledge him, man. All right. Because you have like the rest of this world, man. They're not thinking about Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. They don't even acknowledge him. They don't wake up and pray. They just wake up, smoke cigarettes, smoke Black and Miles, you know, smoke weed, whatever the hell they into, man, or whatever they smoking, and start their day off. You know, probably go make some breakfast, drink some coffee or whatever, but they don't acknowledge Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, which is completely off when he created you. You know, but this is only for the elect anyway, man, and that's a very small remnant. All right. When we do these lessons, it's only for the elect, nobody else, man. Because it says, what the elect ask for, they obtain, roughly paraphrasing, but the rest are blinded. Okay? I'm going to read this again. It's the book of Tobit, chapter 4, starting at verse 5. It says, "My son, be mindful of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, our power all thy days, and let not thy will be set to sin." All right? Or to transgress his commandments. Do uprightly all thy life long, and follow not the ways of unrighteousness, man. All right? So you ain't supposed to follow the ways of these people out here and do their pagan traditions and all that, their fucking holy days. I mean, Salakia, their holidays and all that, you know, and trying to be like them, man. The hell with this place, you know? This place is going down fast. So if you want to partake in the things that this place has to offer, you know, you're going to go down right with it. All right. Verse 6, it says, "For if thou deal truly, thy doings shall prosperously succeed to thee, and to all them that live justly." So I'm going to read that again. For if thou deal truly, thy doings shall prosperously succeed to thee, and to all of them that live justly. All right, so like that's being sincere, man. You know, when I was in the world, it was this dude I used to call Uncle Fred, man. And every time he spoke to me, man, he called me by my slave name, which I'm not going to say that on camera, but he's like, "Yeah, you know what? Whatever you do, you gotta be sincere. That means it's coming from your heart, man. You know, you ain't playing around. All right. That means you truly with it. You truthful with it. All right. So you can't be in this truth, faking jacks, faking moves, and all that, and your heart is in the wrong spot. You know. But you got brothers that do that. Okay? So this is Sirach chapter 9, verse 12. It says, delight not in the thing. Salak, I'm gonna read that again. Sirach chapter 9, verse 12. It says, delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in. But remember, they shall not go unpunished unto their grave, man. All right, so you got dudes out here that's in the truth that be worried about how the ungodly gonna get punished. You know, you got some dudes delighting in how they living. Like, man, I wish I was living like that. Man, if you think about it honestly, right? You look at the most richest person on the face of this earth, one of those elites. They still living like peasants compared to the way that we're going to be living in the kingdom, man. You know? They're fucking peasants, man. Right? They're peasants. So why would you delight? I'm going to read that again, man. It says, delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in. And what a lot of these niggas got pleasure in? Money. Which I was just watching a video from Apostle Bar, you know, and that was a beautiful video, man. And he was saying, talking about currency. Like you can't buy you a seat on a chariot, man. All right? And these niggas, they delight in money, man. That's their main thing. Yo, I gotta go chase this paper. What niggas be posting shit on Facebook, Instagram. I'm up out for the money. I'm going to the money. You know what I'm saying? That's a bunch of bullshit. I'm going to the money. I'm chasing money. You should be chasing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. By Hashem Achakadash. You know? That money ain't gonna buy you shit. It ain't gonna buy you out of Jacob's trouble, man. You know? And niggas so wicked, man, they be like, yo, I'm chasing this chip. When that's implemented, made mandatory. You know? But when that happens, hey, man, that's how you know we about to be the fuck up out of here, man. All right? I'm going to read that again. This is Sirach chapter 9, verse 12. It says, delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember, they shall not go unpunished until their grave. So they could walk around, these wicked-ass niggas could walk around and delight in whatever they want to, you know? Especially Esau. Because, yo, they're not going to go unpunished to their grave, and that's one thing you got to be mindful of and remember, man. Like niggas was talking about Jay-Z and all that shit because his deal with the NFL. Who gives a fuck about Jay-Z and his deal with the NFL, man? And all types of other dumb shit that niggas be talking about, man. If you ain't talking this truth or talking this word or coming out these scriptures, it's nothing to talk about, basically, man. You supposed to be in holy conversations, man. You know? All day long, man. Meditating on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. So you see on the screen, this is 1 John chapter 3, verse 22. It says, and whatsoever we ask, we receive of him, because we keep his commandments and do those things that are pleasing in his sight, man. So the elect, man, right now, because this is all about the elect. Whatever the elect ask for, they're going to get, man. And like I'm going to keep saying this because the day is coming up, the Day of Atonement, man. All right? The Day of Atonement is coming up. And you better ask Yahweh Hashem Yahushua everything while you're fasting on that day. You're supposed to do it anyway, but that's a hell of a heavy holy day, man. All right? All the holy days is heavy, but, you know, that one's heavy. All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and 71, Salakia. Bear with me. All right. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and 71. It says, it is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes, man. All right. it is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. So yeah, man, it's good for us to have affliction, keep getting afflicted. That keeps you grounded, keeps you humble, letting you know like, yo, you ain't above nobody, you know. We all flesh and blood right now, man, you know, and we don't know who is who, man. That's why we say we hope that we're part of the elect, man. We're living in hopes. But if you're being afflicted, you don't get that nigga mentality, you know. This is a righteous way of thinking, man. You have to have that righteous way of thinking. Like, yo, I'm not better than him, you know. At any given day, the Lord could snatch me out of the truth. Because just remember, you once wasn't in the truth, man. You wasn't raised in the truth, man. You know. You might have men now that have children, and their children come out, so they start teaching them the truth and all that. But for the most part, we wasn't raised in the truth, man. We was born into what? Sin, man. Not knowing who we were. Having to learn, you know, and we're still learning. So it's good. So I'm going to read that again. Psalms 119 and 71. It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. All right? So let's go to Proverbs 3 and 5. Because you got to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right? Proverbs 3, starting at verse 5. Here we go. It says, my favorite, trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. And all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths, man. So that's a righteous way of thinking. You put yourself second, all right? And you put Yahweh Hashem Yahushua first. Because I'm going to keep telling you, we coming into some real serious times, man. You know, the time of Jacob's trouble. When it tells you it's never been a trouble like this since there's been a nation. And America is the most wickedest nation, all right, that's ever been on the face of this planet, man, because it patterns itself after every other kingdom that's ever been around, man. So you think Yahweh Hashem outside can't wait to destroy this place, man? You know, like a nigga with a gun, like, yo, I got an itchy trigger finger. That's Yahweh Shah right now. He waiting, man, patiently, and he's on his way. And you can see through the prophecies being fulfilled. But you got people still out here playing around, playing games, man. You know, and you have to trust in them. But you got dudes that's going out to camp and all that, just because they think it's a next fad and all that. So they really don't believe and they really don't trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. I'm going to read this again. This is Proverbs chapter 3 and 5. It says, trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding, man. All right? And then also where we go, it says, man's goings are not of the Lord. How can a man therefore understand his own way, man? All right? So you don't direct your path, man. Let's read it. Let's read verse 6. It says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths, man. All right, so it's all about Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Bottom line. All right. So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and 5, because you got to examine yourself, man. Okay? You're supposed to always examine yourself, man, to make sure you're not going off. All right? Because you got dudes that think they shit don't stink. You know, you're supposed to constantly examine yourself. So, because you could get people tell you stuff about yourself, and if you don't look into that about yourself, you could go the fuck off, man. You know? Like, I camp alone, so a lot of people, like, I listen to what people say, even in the world, be like, yo, man, you know, sometimes you might do that. I'll be like, oh, shit. Well, let me examine myself. And even just me thinking about certain things I may say or do, I still got to look at myself like, damn, am I going off? Am I doing the right thing? Salakia. And then also, by reading these scriptures, you can examine yourself that way, man. You read the scriptures, man, and be like, damn, yo, I ain't do it like this. Or read about Yahweh Shah. Read about the ancient prophets, man. You know? Examine yourselves, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and 5. It says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates, man. All right? I'm going to read that again. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. All right? Because you got dudes that think that they in the truth and they really not. They still niggas, you know? You might go out to camp and all that, and you still got that nigga mentality, man. You might know the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and all that. And hey, man, it's up to him. He could give you the name just to jack you up. You know, you got dudes falling out right now. Like, why the hell would you fall out the truth right now, man? Knowing the time that you living in. You got to be out your goddamn mind, man. And furthermore, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua ain't working with you. And that's a scary thing, man. To see a brother that you labor with and this nigga fall out, go back into the world, that's a scary thing, man, because that could be you. I'm going to read this again, so you got to examine yourself, man. It says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves? So you got to know yourself, man. All right? You know what you about. You know when you faking, man. You gotta know yourselves. Are you really about this truth? Or you just in it just to hang around brothers and freeload and eat food and drink? You know? If you are, man, get the fuck away from them brothers, man. Do yourself a favor. Matter of fact, do the brothers a favor. You know? It says, know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shah Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. So if you don't have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man, you're a fucking reprobate, man. All right? Let's go to, matter of fact, I'm going to hop to this. Matter of fact, let's go to 1 Corinthians 3 and 2. This is First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 2. It says, I have fed you with milk and not with meat, for hitherto ye were not able to bear it, neither yet now are ye able, man. All right? I'm going to read that again, man. Hold on, that's the right? Yeah, con. Salakia. That's the 4 and 2. Salakia. I knew I wasn't tripping. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and 2, Salakia. But that last scripture was bad too, you know? Because while you got to feed a lot of... Matter of fact, you got to feed these dudes milk anyway, man. I'm going to elaborate on it since I brought the scripts out. But you got to feed these dudes milk when they first coming in. Because if you try to get them the meat of it, it's going to jack them up. Do you feed a actual baby steak when they're newborn? They ain't going to be able to handle it. That shit'll kill them, man. So you have to feed them gradually till they're able to stomach that meat, man. You know? And a lot of these niggas now, they should be on a liquid diet, milk. You know? You got that nigga Vocab Malone. He can't handle the scriptures. I think that nigga's an Edomite anyway, man. But he can't handle the scriptures, man. And if he was a J, he only thing he could stomach is milk. And sometimes he can't even stomach that. Because you got certain babies that drink milk and throw that shit the fuck up. Spew it out their mouth, man. Or they try to drink too much. All right? But let's go. This is our 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 2. It says, moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful. Let's read that again. it says, matter of fact, let's start at verse 1. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 1. It says, let a man so account of us as of the ministers of Hamashiach and stewards of mysteries of the Most High. Moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful. So let's get the word stewards. All right. Okonomos, Okonomos, or Okonomos. All right, it says the manager of a household. All right, or of a household affairs, especially a steward, manager, all right, superintendent. So, man. So, what are we? Lord's willing to be one of those men, and the brothers that come out here and teach, you're a manager of a household. And whose household is that? Yahweh Shem Yahweh's household, man. So you gotta be found faithful, man. All right, you gotta be battlefield proven or tested. Somebody gotta be able to vouch for you, man. You know, because you got dudes that just pop up on the scene and act like they the biggest teachers on the fucking planet, man. You know, babies out here trying to teach and all that. Yo, Shalom, Maki Abasim Shabrakata. You know, but you got like I said, babies trying to hop on the scene. You know, if a man can't vouch for you, you know, then that's just like, man, even in the you know, in the world on a carnal sense, like you got niggas out there to be gangbanging and all types of crazy shit, right? And a new dude to just pop up or whatever. And you can't just come up in nobody's hood, man, and hop in what they're doing. Cause they're gonna be like, yo, who know this nigga? Who is this nigga? You know what I mean? Where did he come from? What is he about? What's his background? You know? Who vouches for this dude? You know? So you have to be battlefield proven, man. All right? But let's go to this is James chapter 5 and verse Salaki. James chapter 5 and 16. All right, because you gotta confess your faults, man. You know? But you got some dudes that don't do that shit. They act like they shit don't stink. Like they're holier than thou. They never did anything wrong, man. All right, so this is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 16. It says, confess your faults one to another, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. That effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much, man. All right, so you're supposed to pray for your brothers, man. Confess your faults. Pray that, you know, Yahweh Shem outside. If it is a demon, take that demon off you. Or take that spirit away from you, you know? So you can be more brotherly to your brothers, man. Like I said earlier, you have to examine yourself also. Confess when you're wrong. But you got dudes that can't do that. And take rebuke when you're wrong, man. That's a part of being a man, and that's that righteous thoughts, man. Cause you like, yo, you know what, I did go off. I fucked up. I made a mistake. The brother checking me. Okay, now we can move forward. All right. And that's righteous thoughts. That's a righteous way of thinking, man. Not thinking like, yo, my shit don't stink, nigga. I could do whatever the fuck I want. The Most High gonna destroy niggas like that, man. And you got, I keep trying to tell brothers, man. You know, it's Israel is a broad community, man. A lot. And the example I like to use is that you think about it, so we like sand on the sea. So you pick up one individual grain of sand and see how small that is, man. And just imagine 144,000 of those. And then a multitude after that. And look at how much sand you still got left on the beach. You're not safe until you're on a chariot. You're not saved until you're on a chariot. You're not the elect until you're on a chariot. You're not the 1/3 until you're on a chariot. All right? So you got to keep those righteous thoughts, man. You got to keep those righteous thoughts, man. Don't get what, like my grandma used to say, you getting too big for your britches. And you got dudes that do that shit, man. Why? Because they don't have no structure, man. All right? I'm going to end it on this. This is Psalms 121 and 2. You know? It's the book of Psalms, chapter 121 and verse 2. Give me 1 second. This phone's shitty. Psalms chapter 121. Salat. 121 and 2. All right, because your help coming from where? Yahweh send me outside, man, from the heavens, man. All right, so this is the book of Psalms 121 and 2. It says, my help cometh from Yahweh send me outside, which made heaven and earth, man. All right, I'm going to read it again. My help cometh from Yahweh send me outside, which made heaven and earth, man. And that's the way you're supposed to think. Because when you in the time of Jacob's trouble, ain't no man going to save you. And you got these Israelite groups out here that's set up by Esau, you know, and they wear them big ass, them fucking garments, $1 million garments, so to speak, you know, that think that they can save Israel. And to a average dude that don't really know the truth, that's just coming in, he be like, oh shit, I want to be like him, man. Yo, that dude, he look real powerful. He just a fucking man just like you, man. You know? It says, my help coming from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which made heaven and earth. And none of these niggas on the planet made neither one, man. The elect had part to do with, creating this place. You know? But who know who they are? We don't know. It's still yet to be seen, man. All right? So just keep those righteous thoughts, man. Stay humble. You know? Do the work to the best of your ability. Do it sincerely and in truth, man. You know, we're trying to seal the elect, man. Because if the elect was sealed, Jacob's trouble would have popped off heavy already. You know? So it's still elect to be sealed, man. All right? And with that, I'm going to say Shalom Yasharala. I hope that, this lesson made sense. I hope I wasn't rambling too much. I hope I got right to the point. And to the next lesson, I'm going to say death to America. Shalom.